Did you see Catch Me Outside Girl?
Yes, I did.
Is back in the news.
They're
always,
really rewarding her bad behavior. With
oh
press.
my God. Oh my God, are they following her? You always feel good though, because for so long, like remember when Jerry Springer was popular, and everybody was like, "It's fake, it's not real." Oh, is Mike Cannon in the system?
Yeah, he's been played.
He says they're not letting me in.
He's here. He's here.
Oh, okay. He can come in whenever he wants because Jim's going to leave at some point. But they really are, yeah. They're rewarding her bad behavior.
And I don't even fault her. At 13, she's definitely a little bitch, but I mean, but at 13, if you're getting on TMZ and you're getting famous just for doing that, you're going to keep, of course, adults do that shit.
Right.
How do you not do that when you're 13? Just act like a dick and they fucking put you all over television.
And the more videos that come out, the more it's obvious that her mom is not part of the solution.
You don't think so?
No, not even a little bit.
Do you think her mom handled that situation on the plane well?
Fairly poorly. Fairly poorly. But what makes me feel good is after the Jerry Springer scandal, when we realized that not all may be as it appears on that show, shall we say? What? There might have been some coaxing to some of these stories, shall we say? Maybe some producer influence, shall we say?
Okay.
It was fake, is what happened.
Some of it was?
Yeah, almost all of it was fake.
No.
Yeah, of course.
Stop it.
Yes. The black guy gets in a fight with the KKK guy because he's fucking the thing. Yeah, it's all fake.
What do you mean it's fake?
Like they get people and they're like, go on stage and say this, and then fight each other, and they go, all right, and then they do that. Like it's been well documented that is a very heavily assisted reality.
I did not know that
show. Right. Well, when it was a scandal, it was like it worried me because I watched all those shows, and I go I stopped trusting, and to see this girl on the plane made me go like, okay,
she helped you trust again.
She's real.
Yeah.
Oh, she's real. Dr. Phil was not making up some character for us to all gawk at. She's really this person.
She really is.
She really is offering the hose the opportunity to cash her outside.
Yeah.
That's who she is. So she was on an airplane. I think she was in LA to do Dr. Phil again. Because she's supposed to be back on the show later this month.
Well, that's good. At least he's not exploited. Dr. Phil is a twat.
Oh, my God. There's
what
never
a twat this guy is.
There maybe never has been anybody as exploitive as Dr. Phil. He just immediately he sees this and he goes, oh, well, we got to get her back on. She's viral now.
Yeah. We got to help her, see if we can get her in and talk to her, see why she's doing this.
Right. Apparently, she hasn't been fixed since she was last on the show, so we got to see if we can fix her.
Yeah, let's see if we can fix this young lady. He's a piece of shit.
He really is, isn't he?
Yes.
Mike Cannon just popped in.
Hi, Mike.
What's going on? We were just talking about the Dr. Phil having Cash Me Outside Girl. She's coming back on his show.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because as
a sequel.
Right. Because Jim was just noticing that he didn't quite help her the first time, so he really wants to have another opportunity to help.
Yeah, Dr. Phil means well.
He does mean well.
Yeah.
Well, that's evident to anybody who watches.
He's giving the old Dr. Drew college try.
That's it.
Yeah, going for round 2.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, he was like, well, I didn't help Shelley Duvall. That homeless guy with the voice who came on my show, he's shit out of luck again.
Which one's that?
Remember the guy with the golden voice?
But he didn't get famous from Dr. Phil. He got famous.
Yeah, but
online.
Dr. Phil, like Dr. Phil is where he went with his whole family.
Oh yeah,
he had the reunion.
I love you, mommy. I love you, mommy. That's not humiliating to see.
How about you, Louis Vuitton?
Oh, exactly.
And his daughter's like, I haven't seen you in 15 years.
Yeah, he put her in a
Like,
bag.
but I have money now and internet fame.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Phil really cashed in on that, but unfortunately, he was not able to provide long-term help.
I think he's doing better now, though. Ted Williams, his name is, yeah.
You think he's doing better now?
I've heard he's doing better, yeah.
He did have a silky voice. He kind of looks like AIDSy Obama a little bit, but he does have a silky little voice.
He does, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that he let's put it this way, he's no longer the voice of Kraft macaroni.
Are you sure? I've heard him not too long ago.
No, he's not doing real voiceover anymore. He works at the last thing I heard from him was that he was doing a show for free at a local radio station.
I heard he got a radio gig, right?
No, it's for free, though.
Is it free?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It's to tune up.
Right,
He
right.
needs his 10,000 hours back.
Oh, no.
100%.
In 2015, he announced he was running for president as an independent.
That's weird. I didn't hear about that. Did you hear about that?
No.
Didn't quite take off the way he...
Awful.
Odd. I would have thought he had a bigger platform.
Yeah. It's weird, too, because if he were doing really well, he'd probably just decide, I'm going to do something for attention, like run for president, right? He's probably doing about as well as Joe Exotic is doing.
Who's Joe Exotic?
Remember Joe Exotic is the gay animal trainer who was running for president?
Yeah. He didn't do particularly well.
In the election?
Yeah. I was wrong about that one. Well, I had him picked.
Unfortunately, he didn't make it to the ticket, at least in New York. I didn't see him listed, which I think affected voter turnout.
Kind of a major area.
Right. First things first, I am gay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think, what did it say was going on in December 2015 for Ted Williams?
He had returned to radio, but then as of 2016, April 2016, the program was canceled.
Cancel? Why? Was it a talk show or was he just doing?
It was called Ted Williams and the Golden Voice.
Oh, wow.
They way to fucking not hit it too much on the head. The name of the homeless black guy who sounds good at Tuesday at 6. Nobody wants to hear
He
that.
just remix commercials for 3 hours. There's no actual talking.
Well, no, you could tell it was successful because it had that strong 4-month run. Probably closer to 3 months. Probably January, February, March.
Because he sounds good. He has a great voice. Doesn't mean you can do a radio show.
No. It's probably it might have just been a winter show though. Maybe it was just something that just take
A first quarter show.
Right,
Yeah.
January, February, March. That's what because you have more of a cold weather voice.
Yeah.
Once it starts to get warm out,
Yeah.
once the rain starts to drop, then we'll bring in Delilah will come.
You
in
like
and
the
do
crackle
spring
of a
show.
fireplace.
Yeah.
A nice Yule log.
Ted, we told you had a great voice and it sounded like the crackle of a fireplace. Here's a problem. Nobody's got their fireplaces on. It's
Yes.
April, buddy.
Yep. It's April, you bum.
Hey, you still got that sign? Maybe you could talk to people for $1.
Poor Ted. All right.
So yeah, unfortunately, Dr. Phil was not able to help him. Are you going to get out of here?
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I got to be at 9:15 in Brooklyn.
All right. Well, you go enjoy that. You saw the Catch Me Outside girl?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I was late to it, but I did catch it.
And there is, just so you know, there's more audio of her. There's audio of her talking on TMZ.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be it where she actually sounds normal.
Yeah.
She drops the...
Yeah, and she picks it up at the end, but you can see her. They show her on the plane, and then she does a TMZ interview because those guys are at least not exploitive. And
Or TMZ?
yeah,
Well, all of them.
I mean, they are what they are, though.
Yeah.
They're not calling themselves Dr. TMZ.
Right. TMZ is doing what they're supposed to be doing, and then Dr. Phil is like, whoa, I need to come in and fix some of the damage that TMZ has done.
Yes.
Not cash in on the exact same thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But find the clip of her talking normally, and then she explains what happened after this, and then you can see the voice kind of change in the middle when she gets mad. You're like, oh, okay.
There
It's
it
like
is.
reverse Justin Timberlake in Punk'd. Do you remember when he was talking super
Oh, my
urban, and then as
God.
soon as it got real, he started crying and talking as white as humanly possible?
Oh no, I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
Oh, it was
That was like the
beautiful.
first episode of
It
Punk'd,
was
right?
fantastic.
I really want to. How about Friday morning? Can you play that for me, please?
Yes, we'll save it. We'll
Please
save,
don't forget.
Yeah.
Good seeing you, brother.
You too, man.
Bye, guys.
Well, Adrian, write down on Friday that we want to play Justin Timberlake crying for
Oh,
Jim.
it's so good.
It really is.
But I used to do that. Like when I first started drinking, and I was playing basketball at the time. So
Mm-hmm.
I modeled myself after my teammates because I had an identity crisis.
Right.
I
yeah,
would then.
the main reason you were playing basketball is team sport, team.
Exactly. Yeah,
can-
I needed to latch onto somebody else's being and kind of absorb it. But
Yeah.
I would find myself getting a little "Cash Me Outside" when like fired up and in fighting situations.
Yeah.
Super embarrassing now to think back on it. For
It
sure.
is.
Yeah.
It is. That's one of the most embarrassing things you can do. 'Cause you see,
Yeah.
like, just adopting the black scent is never.
Oh, lifelong friends coming home from college being like, "What the fuck is your deal, dude?
Dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, how would like you have a lineup, you look Puerto Rican, and for some reason you've changed your entire twang.
This is how we dress, dog.
Yeah,
That's how we
yeah.
dress.
What you mean?
That's how we look, though. Mm-hmm. So let's go to the plane incident, the airplane.
Part one?
Yeah, part one. So her and her mom went to LA. And by the way, I told Jim right before you walked in, the more videos you watch of this girl, like out and about, the more it becomes abundantly clear. The mother is not part of the solution.
You don't think so?
No. No, you know how she was on Dr. Phil and she was like, I just don't know what to do with her. I tried. She wants to fight the audience, Dr. Phil.
Oh,
I don't know
beautiful.
what. She wants to fight them. But like every video that they've done, like they're traveling together, the mom is starting just as many fights as the daughter is. She's
that's like
awful.
If you caught any argument between my wife and I, the second half, I'm always that mother. Like, I'll rile her up, get her started, and then I'll be like, what is your deal?
Right.
Like, you're really freaking out over this?
Because you still have all this rage in you.
Yeah.
So you need to get it to please continue to justify this rage.
Yeah, and I also need to give her a chance to lose the argument, because if I let it, I have like attrition. You know what I mean? I can stand in the pocket for a while and kind of take a bunch of hits, so I can outlast her in arguments. So the longer I go without flipping out, she's eventually going to bubble over and just get super Italian.
So that's when you start trying to get her to flip out, so you can be like, obviously, you've already lost this argument.
Exactly,
okay? Because you are coming from a very crazy place right now.
Yeah, it's like me saying, the C word. I immediately lose.
Right.
Immediately lose. There's no, even if I'm completely correct, even if I caught her sucking somebody's dick, if I call her a cunt, I lose immediately.
You cunt! What?
Just wipes her bottom lip. I'm sorry, I'm a woman.
Yeah, that's disgusting, Mike. I thought we were married. Yeah. What's better than being in an argument with somebody and like the minute they hit that point talking down to them? Yeah. Like, whoa. Like you're completely evenly matched, and then they say something that obviously this is where it's going. Like, yeah, you sound so stupid right now. Whoa.
Yep.
Did you just say stupid?
That's also how you can tell they were running out of ammunition anyway, because they're looking for any type of collateral thing to grab onto. Do you know what I mean? If you had the correct argument, you could just stay on point and just kind of hammer that home. But if you're just fucking slipping down the hill and just trying to grab onto anything, then those words become beautiful.
See, unfortunately for Cash Me Outside Girl, she and her mother had that same anger, and then they found somebody on this airplane with the same anger. Yeah. So it didn't work out for any of them. They were getting on this flight back to wherever they're from L.A. Yeah. I can only assume they were in L.A. to do Dr. Phil's show. But they were there, and they got on the plane, and, well, here's what happened.
How to get in there? All right, then you wait. Everything's good.
By the way, hit pause. They're arguing over the overhead bin.
As people do. Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Well, how long were they there for if they did a one-show appearance on Dr. Phil that they're having more bags than just a carry-on?
Yeah, well, carry on. You still got to put something in the overhead, right?
Oh, see, I know. I'm right under the seat,
under the seat?
Yeah, I try to fly with as little as humanly possible. It's like I bring as much underwear for as many days as I go, and like 2 shirts.
Right.
That's it.
You just get a bag full of panties and shove them under the seat.
Precisely.
That's it. I'm overhead. See, I don't like to spend more than I have to. So I always try to do the overhead. That way I can tuck my feet under the chair, and it's just like being in economy plus.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, it's
That's
the same.
Nice.
It's the same. If you don't have a bag, you have much more room. But yeah, so she's shoving her bags up, and I guess the woman in the seat either doesn't like her placement or doesn't like how long it's taking, and so obviously a fight ensues.
Don't call my kid trash. Don't call my kid trash. Put your hands on my kid.
You see her hitting?
Yeah.
I love that. What's up, ho? What's up?
Oh my God.
What's up, ho? What's up?
Don't call my kid trash. Well, she has semicolon for eyebrows. So what do you want me to do about it?
I don't think you can. Once you've made your kid that kid, like your kid is a meme for being garbage.
Yeah. As are you fucking blonde hair with the black undercut. What are you, Hulk Hogan and NWO? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Just black beard.
Sometimes I let my roots come through. Yeah, you've kind of lost the ability for people to not call your kid trash.
Right.
When you go out and be like, hey, you know what's cool? We can get on Dr. Phil because we're such filth. You know what I mean?
That would be hilarious if she recognized her from TV already. Like, so there was none of that. It was just, this was a random occurrence.
Right.
Yeah, so that would have been fun, though, if she's like, you made a fool of yourself on TV.
You are garbage. I saw you on that show. Is this the aftermath?
This is part 2. There's no real video of aftermath. There's just videos for different points of it.
Okay.
I have got 3 college degrees, bitch. What you got?
What you got? That's true. That's a very good response.
That's the quintessential. Want to see my bank account?
But how much you make?
Yeah.
But how much you make?
My bank account has 9 zeros in it, bitch.
I got 3 degrees, bitch. Oh, I bet they're all from
where?
very accredited universities. BOCES? It's not a degree, ma'am. I got.
Yeah, whatever. Obviously, that's what you said. How about that? Come catch me outside. Come on, what's up?
The girl. So the girl that she's fighting with just yelled from the back, "Catch me outside." How about that? Like, fuck you.
Oh, she did.
Fuck you, you little viral star.
Oh, that's so good. See, I thought she was just branding. I thought she felt the presence of a camera behind her. So she's like, as long as I did that on Dr. Phil, I got to keep this momentum open.
Right.
Or, going. Because Catch Me Outside, that's like Gym Tan Laundry.
Right, exactly.
That's the trailer park Gym Tan Laundry.
Like if you saw, to find something trashier than Gym Tan Laundry is an accomplishment.
Sure.
But yeah, when the situation would get stopped. Hey, Sitch, where you going? Well, first I'm going to go to the gym, then tan, then laundry. He actually put out just at the end of the situation, like when it was like, oh,
Are we talking protein vodka?
No,
Because he put that out. Yep.
he put out laundry bags,
Oh.
like a custom line of GTL laundry bags.
How didn't that work?
I don't know. You would think like,
See, the best would have been if he put a full printout of his face on the bag, so as you fill it with clothes, it gets as lumpy as his face gets during the season with full-blown alcoholism and drug abuse.
yeah, and it starts to get redder. It's like one of those mugs that if you put a hot liquid in, it changes color. The more clothes you put in, yeah. All right, let's go back to the plane. So the woman is now shouting from the back, "Hey, catch me outside, you piece of shit!"
So she did.
Yeah.
Catch me outside. Yeah. Shut up. Are we gonna have to call security? We're gonna have to call security. Whoa, get your.
And they're fighting again.
I love that somebody just goes, "Is that the Cash Me Outside woman?"
Yeah, that's her. That's the girl.
Oh, wow. Exactly how I envisioned her being.
Yeah. Is she the one shouting, "What's up, ho, what's up?" in that brutal, high-pitched tone?
Yeah, she truly is a World Star video in a person, huh? It's
great.
Yeah.
It's great. I was telling you, it's just so nice that it's real.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Doesn't that reassure you of like everything on television, like saying like, oh, it's not just a fake Dr. Phil thing.
Right.
Like she really is a troubled, mentally damaged person. Great.
Now,
Yeah.
what if she's not? This is the thing. People are willing to go deep for their character at this point. This lady might make some goddamn money off of this.
Yeah.
If this is an act, I mean, she does deserve some sort of work.
Oh my God, yeah. Well,
Right?
she's not even 13.
Is she not?
Well, what if she's not?
I was going to comment on her breasts. Wow.
She
good
says
for
she's
me.
13.
I'm so glad I didn't. She's 13?
Yeah. So the ass and titties that you certainly didn't notice, like me,
No.
maybe we don't bring up that's there.
Well, at least she wasn't on one of those shows where she's like, I will fuck my way through this audience. So help me God if you guys back me into a corner.
Were those the best? when the mother would bring on the daughter, my daughter won't stop having sex. She just has sex with everybody. And Maury would go, oh, tell me more about this habit of yours.
He's just rubbing his inner thigh.
Right.
He's like, what do you mean? Just edging throughout the entire program?
Right.
Yeah.
And then the one woman in the audience is like, this girl needs to learn before she can respect other people. She's got to respect herself.
Yeah.
All the women are clapping, but
What a
all the men
heroic
have one
statement.
hand in their pocket. Just like, oh, no, go back to the stories.
And the mom's just like, I don't know what happened to her. I cut the molestation off at 18 months.
Yeah, exactly.
I figured she wouldn't even remember it, but somehow it's affected her entire youth.
So this is part 3 now. This is like the passengers now start getting involved because there's an all-out brawl on the airplane.
I was trying to send my son. She was
I love the justification, by the way. You can always tell when somebody's trying to justify their position, you can always tell that they're probably right because they're the loudest. They're just screaming.
Yes.
Like, definitely, okay, this woman is screaming at the top of her lungs, I was just trying to get in my seat! great.
It works for politics as well.
Oh, definitely.
On both sides of the spectrum. As long as you're loud and abrasive and in our face and, don't allow a counterpoint, boom, works perfect.
Yeah, I believe him.
Yeah.
I believe him. That's why Tucker Carlson is so amazing on Fox News. Because just at the very end of the interview, he'll be like, well, I think that your point is just might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But thanks for joining us. Okay, moving on to the next thing. He never...
Classic last word.
Never gives anyone the last word. He always keeps it for himself.
He is a needle dick of epic proportions.
I love him.
I bet you do.
I love him.
I think we spoke about him on Red Eye together.
I
and
think
you
so.
were pro TC.
Very much so.
I wanted to curb stomp Tucker Carlson just for the mere fact that his name is Tucker.
No.
And he tries to showcase any type of alpha male whatsoever. It just bums me out.
I would love to see your face on his show because I would want you to go on being like, I'm a smart guy.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian. I'm quick. Like, I know that I can put this guy in his place because I would just watch your face because he'd use all his tricks because the interview would be via satellite and he'd use all his tricks and halfway through you'd know that you had gotten Tucker.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd be like, you'd have like the glassy eyes, like, I should never have done this. I should never have done this.
At some point, he's like just muting me. Oh, we seem to have audio problems here. Oh, weird. Mike, by the way, you're gay. Hang-ups.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, all right.
Yeah. Also, I read on Mike's Twitter that he touches kids, which is weird. Mike Cannon, thanks for joining us. So we have to look at what's going on in Washington, and your face is just like,
How did you know?
The one girl he had on, which was one of the greatest things he ever did. The girl who she wrote an article about, I don't know, something political that he didn't agree with. I don't remember what it was. But before that, she was a writer for Teen Vogue.
Oh.
So she was writing...
The source of most political insight.
Right.
Yeah.
That Tucker brought that up. So she was writing about whatever politician. And then halfway through the interview, Tucker goes, now, we should mention that your previous journalistic works have included an article, an expose on thigh-high boots, and one article about the Kardashian family.
Yes.
So, blah, 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 and he starts going right back into the point just to discredit her. And then at the very end, he's like, okay, thanks for joining us, but maybe next time you just stick to writing about thigh-high boots. So,
Yikes.
and you just see her face like she's like trying to mouth like you're a sexist pig.
Right.
Doesn't come out.
Also, here's the thing. That shows poorly more on his booker than it does on her. She's just writing whatever the fuck it is she's writing. But it's in Teen Vogue, first of all, so if you got to go digging there for political, bullshit, then you're out of your mind. But also, you brought her on the show.
I'm going to correct you on something.
Okay.
He has the best bookers in the business.
Are you trying to get on Tucker?
No. I'm just saying that I like watching people who are unprepared. Like, he hits people like he's going into a debate with James Carville to some 18-year-old.
Yeah,
you know
of
what
course.
I mean?
Well, that's the only intellectual
It's the best.
equal he has.
Most people, when there's like a controversial thing happening at a college, like there's a college newspaper article
Right.
that is in favor of whatever weird safe space or whatever, right? Most people will have a professor from the university
Sure.
who's agreeing with that article, and they're being like, let's discuss this. Tucker, on the other hand, no bullshit. He goes straight to the source. He interviews the kid who wrote the article and just bashes him and bashes him and bashes him
Yeah.
until there's no recourse.
Well, Tucker's like a grown-up Baron Trump. Doesn't he look exactly like him? Like just the exact outfits, the kind of ventriloquist dummy.
I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know.
could see that.
It just seems like he's been dressing the exact same since he was a toddler. So I feel like
But he gave up the bow tie.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's a
See,
straight
I'm not
tie
up
now.
on 2K17 Tucker. I'm still,
Yeah.
I'm
You
still
gotta-
in the old archives, I suppose.
I watch regularly.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, this is like the other day I floundered on Red Eye without you or without a comedian because it was just me and 3 legit pundits and I'm making jokes. They're stepping on them and I'm like, this is brutal. So finally I threw a Hail Mary that ended up getting cut, I think. But they were like, talking about Lady Gaga and her lack of political statement. And I was like, I think the most powerful message she could have sent was to perform an abortion on midfield during the halftime show. And it didn't even get like an acknowledgement of humor. Like nothing. Like such audible silence and disgust that I was like, I'm never coming back on here without a comedian or somebody I know ever again.
They're like, was that your second or your third?
It was third.
Third time.
Third time this year.
Then they were like,
Yeah.
oh, Mike.
10th anniversary show.
Was it the 10th anniversary?
It sure was.
Oh, no.
They cut it though, so I ended up looking just like I didn't speak the entire episode.
I have done that show multiple times where I've hated the panel.
Yeah.
And like actively in my mind hated the people I was with.
Right.
But when that happens, like there was, I can't remember if it might have been with you. It was definitely with a comedian that I knew because there was one guy that kept interrupting.
Yeah.
And
was it the CIA operative or whatever the fuck?
Maybe.
Alan Thicke, but of law enforcement.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like a guy that like, because I think it might have been you, because I feel like we kept trying to like do jokes or funny stuff.
Yeah.
And like it just kept getting trampled on by some guy who's just blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
about nothing.
Well, that's what I want to do. Like on those shows, I kind of hit a joke and then maybe express some sort of opinion, but
Right.
it's loosely based on psychedelics, so people pass it off as like, whatever, let this guy speak. But that one, I'd hit a joke and they'd be like, good one, and then immediately go off on their serious tone. And I was
Yeah.
like, and it lacked so much energy and just, I was like, man, I have never felt less welcomed.
Yeah.
And not by them, just by the panel.
See, when I have a panel that like is acting like that, overly serious, and I just am not getting along with,
Yeah.
I'll go on and just try to come up with the most ridiculous premises
Yes.
they could possibly come up with around the story. And just state it as fact. Like, well, here's the problem.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah.
Well, hence my trying to get Lady Gaga to perform an abortion.
Exactly.
Yeah. I really
Exactly.
thought that was at least going to get some sort of like, even if they're like, geez, that would have been fantastic as
Yeah.
opposed to just,
Whoa.
yeah.
Who invited this guy? I thought he was supposed to be a comedian. Here's the end of that Tucker Carlson interview. I mean, maybe just the most condescending piece of television I've ever seen.
Of a whole religion. All right, I gotta go. You should stick to the thigh-high boots. You're better at that. Lauren, thanks for joining us.
He didn't even say writing about thigh-high boots.
No.
He just said stick to the thigh-high boots.
Thank you, dumb girl, for being on the show. Anyway, next topic. And
Wow.
her mic doesn't go live after that.
No.
No, she's done. That's the last word.
He's the kind of guy that in college said something wildly insulting to a woman and couldn't believe he wasn't taking home chicks.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's
Right.
at the bar and just
Whoa.
being like, no, I think you're attractive, but your fat is spilling over your belt.
Yeah.
What?
I
I'm
was
just
like,
being honest.
Guys, did I lie? Did I lie, guys? Some people don't like the truth.
Yeah, Pinot on me.
All right, let's get back to Catch Me Outside girl and her mom getting thrown off this plane.
Shut up! I'm trying to get here! The woman would shut up! Relax yourself, alright? Why is she crying? Why is she crying? Why is she crying?
Ya de malo, tómala.
What's gonna do? What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do? Yo, you're not gonna take no with
Did you hit pause?
Wake up! You are.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
I think that's the Catch Me Outside girl. Somebody, if you rewind it just a little bit, you can
I
hear.
think she even said bitch.
You can hear some.
I think she said that's the cash me outside bitch.
You think so?
I think so.
I love that. This is like the I didn't do it boy. Say the line.
I didn't do it.
What's gonna do? What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do? Yo, you're not gonna take no. Wake up! You wanna be black, you fucking bitch! You don't know nothing?
Jesus Christ! By the way, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this other girl? You want to be black, you fucking bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
a weird
Jesus.
angle to take if you're trying to like, gain empathy from the rest of the passengers on the plane.
It's always odd to me when people can't look in front of them and say, "Look, we all see the flaws in this person
Yeah.
that you're in an altercation with." Nobody needs to point them out. We're all aware.
Yeah.
That's kind of why she's everywhere.
She's just, and it transcends color. She's just trash.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with race anymore.
No, she is just hot, fucking stink trash.
That might be the most offensive thing that, like,
Hot in temperature, not in looks.
we-
She's 13.
13. Yeah. But unless she's a performance artist.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
I can't believe she's 13 years old.
Maybe she's that girl from the Chris Hansen show who used to pretend she was 13 and offer people lemonade, but was actually like 26.
Yeah.
It's possible.
She has been smoking Cools since she was 9, so I suppose that's advance the aging process.
That's the most racist thing of all, though. That they're like, that she's like, you want to be black, and the black guy's like, whoa.
Yeah.
You think that's what black people act like?
How am I doing what she's doing?
Yeah. In case I'm like, there's one black guy on the plane, and he's separating the two of them. He's the only one with any reason in this whole altercation.
Yikes.
He's like, Jesus Christ, slow that down.
Where are people getting their exam? Like, is that person that said that you're just are they only on World Star, or like where are they getting their information for how other cultures behave?
It's the rap music, Mike. It's all that rap music.
But that's it. Like, even the rap music, regardless of its content, it still sounds glossy. Do you know what I mean? So it sounds well-to-do.
Yeah, it's those stereotypes that have been around forever, and like this girl fits in. Like, you could have put this girl on one of these talk shows in '95.
Yes.
And it still would have fit just the same. Same eyebrows, same hairstyle.
Also, SD would have done her a few favors.
Yeah, exactly.
This chick's hot. Yeah.
Act like it's so. Act like it's so. Shut up.
1 million views now.
An hour later.
It's gonna be 1 million views.
You know she voted for Donald Trump, right?
Yikes. That was that. Hang on, real quick. That was that fucking dipshit, that white guy trying to appeal to that black guy so
you're right.
hard. That was the most disgusting thing. You know she voted for Donald Trump, right? Just had nothing to offer the conversation besides that, and the black guy just smelled its inauthenticity.
He
It was
really
like,
did.
get the fuck out of my
way.
face.
Not like us, am I right, brother?
Boy.
That's probably like whenever there's an incident like this happening and there's a cell phone recording it, just keep your commentary off of it.
Yes.
Because honestly, that's the worst part of this video is that guy in the background going like, whoa, uh-oh, she's like, shut up.
Unless you put your face in front of the camera and like scream, that's super fun.
Shout the name of a website. That's fun.
Yeah.
World
have you
Star!
ever visited one of those websites?
World Star?
No, where they actually plug like, hey, DJ Deepak, or like whatever
no,
the
never.
I kind of want to now. I've never considered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, never. When they plug those names that you've never heard of, I never do the due diligence to find out what on earth they're talking about.
Check my SoundCloud.
No. Oh, I heard about this SoundCloud in this video that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Kudos for this though, that the person had the at least awareness to do landscape mode the entire time.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Because especially with TMZ, they have those black crackly borders that are really like. They're really distracting. The most distracting are the Pornhub sidebars. Have you seen those?
With the ads?
Yeah, the ads that are like, but basic fast motion sex.
There's other porn on it going way too fast.
And sometimes it's like Marge Simpson mouth fucking Lois from Family Guy, and you're like, what is happening right now?
Or it'll be like
of what I chose.
It'll be get a bigger dick, and the dick is the same size as the person. You're like, what am I looking at?
And what am I going to do with that dick outside of sex?
Right. Be like that Mexican guy with the world's biggest dick. He's like, no, I can't fuck anybody, but...
It's like women actually run away in horror.
She assaulted me. Police are coming. I'm a cop's wife. Get her ass. Get your ass, pussy ass.
I'm a cop's wife. That's the least surprising thing that's been said this entire video.
Yeah, and I'm sure the police force is like, her husband's got to be like, look, we're already in a bad enough position. Did I need you going out there and representing cops' wives like this?
Yeah, you're even beating people who act black.
Yeah.
Is it?
Let the cops calm down, bro.
Here's the thing that lady forgot about. Catch Me Outside girl is not afraid of jail.
No.
She don't mind. She'll beat up all the hoes, even if she goes to jail. Steals cars, beats up hoes. She doesn't give a fuck.
She sounds like a pretty down-ass bitch to me.
You like her?
Yeah, I do like her.
Yeah.
I mean, in 5 years, I like her.
I have to tell you, she's the only one in the entire scenario with an excuse. She's 13.
Yes.
So theoretically, she could still become a fully functioning adult. You've got one cop's wife who's fighting with a 13-year-old girl on the plane. You've got a mother who's just jumping on board with whatever her 13-year-old daughter's doing, and then you've got a guy who's placating to whoever's black on the plane, going like, "Not like us, huh?" like everybody on that plane is terrible, maybe except for the 13-year-old girl.
Right. Did she get any did any charges result from this, or did she get arrested?
All three, they got thrown off the flight. The mother, the daughter, and the woman.
Oh, and they got banned.
And they got banned.
Was that from Spirit Airlines?
From Spirit Airlines.
Of course it was.
For life.
Oh no!
Spirit Airlines said they are banned for life.
No fee cancellations anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
You think Dr. Phil flies his guest Spirit Airlines?
Of course he does. Yes, especially from Shipkickville, Oklahoma, wherever the hell they come from.
Yeah. Well, we got Spirit. All right. Well, that's the airline then. Well, now we got to go 2 towns over because we're banned from Spirit Airlines.
So, but there was no arrest made because this is actually a perfect bit of publicity. Then what a follow up to Dr. Phil, because this woman just solidified her entire brand. She said "Catch Me Outside" about 58 times.
That's right.
The other people were saying "Catch Me Outside."
Yeah.
It was basically a commercial for white trash that will eventually result in this woman. Hopefully, did anybody fucking copyright this saying?
I don't know, but they should have. Like, it's to the point where somebody made a meme of me dressed up as Goldust.
Yeah.
And it said, "Catch me outside." How about that? But it said "catch," C-A-T-C-H. And literally in the comments, it was like there are spelling errors here. It's not catch, it's cash.
Yeah, of course it is.
Everybody knows that.
That's crazy because Donald Trump, what did he already do for 2020, right? He already copyrighted his slogan, keep America great.
Right.
Yeah, so that, if this woman has yet to even capitalize on the one shot at fame or any type of, financial gain that she has in life, that's insane.
I just don't, I worry that she may not have
the resources,
the best financial minds around her. I worry that it may be the case that she does not have the greatest financial minds surrounding her.
She's just creating iron-on T-shirts and selling them out of the back of her Buick.
She's going to the mall. But how much to make enough for that Alka-Seltz?
Yeah, I'll do an appearance. Yeah. Give me an Auntie Smith's pretzel or whatever the fuck.
She's at a kiosk just trying to get 100 shirts printed up and see if there's a bulk discount because she'd like to resell them. Oh, is this new? Is she explaining how the airplane fight went down?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I like her. Her name is Slim Thug.
Slim Thugger. Slim Thugger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, bitches, guess what? I'm going to show y'all how this
Where is she from? Can you look up where she's from? Because it appears she has some kind of
it's like Southern.
I would almost place it as Georgia. It sounds
that's what I was
maybe
gonna say.
Atlanta.
It seemed like it thickened up. She sounds like she can put it on a little more.
Yeah.
Even if it's a real accent, which I probably think it is, but it sounds like she's leaning into it.
She could probably put it on entirely. Does it say? Where was the flight that she was thrown off? Where was it going to?
Out of Los Angeles, doesn't say where.
Yeah, click the TMZ article again because it might say in the TMZ article where she was going to. Flight out of LAX. Scroll down. Because that is going to be a big scroll down. Yep, not there. Maybe put in her real name. That is going to be a big key.
Yeah.
To finding out if it's a fake accent.
Right.
If she's from Chicago.
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
She's from North Dakota.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Fargo is where I'm originally from.
Yeah. But I picked up this twang via TV.
I don't know. It doesn't say. All right, go back then. I don't want to spend too long. Go back to her justifying what happened, or explaining, not justifying, but explaining what happened in this fight.
I got my little pillow bitch over here. This is gonna play the drunk crackhead. I'm trying to make it stay straight, but it won't stay. Alright, so anyways. So with the little fight piece, that I only hit her one time. I ain't gonna much cap. I only hit her one time. But anyways.
Her accent's slipping.
I feel like this is an episode of Swamp People, too. There should be caption underneath it. That's a tree shaker. Jacob, shoot him.
Her accent's slipping, though.
It is a little bit.
As she goes on, it slips.
So, I was standing my little ass over here. My mom was over here. And
My little ass.
Because she was saying she wanted to fight me. My mom was like, put your hands on my kid. Put your hands on my kid. My mom took her by her throat, pushed her back. And then the lady pushed my mom back, and you could even see my arm. I went, do it, and then I stepped back. So that's what happened. I thought some fucking kid with dreads held me back, because I did feel something in my arm. But no, bitch, she got her ass whooped by a fucking 13-year-old because you want to fucking do heroin and fucking snort fucking crack and fucking cocaine and drink. So, bitch, that's what happens, ho. Play with it if you want to now.
Okay, that actually makes a little more sense now.
Yeah. That was Howard Cosell level fight commentary.
You think so?
By the way, it was quite lovely. Yeah, she really knew her technique and how to.
Yeah.
What a bizarre young lady.
And was she doing heroin on the plane? Like, where did she get that
And
information
also, snorting crack sounds quite painful.
Snorting? Do you
Yeah.
snort crack?
I don't believe you do.
It's a rock, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you can chop it up and crack it and snort it. I honestly have no idea. Coke, obviously, you can, but
That's finer, isn't it?
yeah. But also, those three things at once plus booze would probably lead that lady to have a little less energy than she did.
You think so?
She couldn't necessarily fight off a teen.
It might have a downer effect.
I would assume so. Heroin in general. I mean, although all of that may actually just even out, and she might as well just be sober.
You do enough. Well, yeah. So that's the update on her.